We streaming? I think we are. As you can see, a few things have changed here. Finally updated my computer to have Windows 10. I've been pretty stubborn about that, being on Windows 7 forever. But there's a few things I have to fix here, and I definitely will. Let's go ahead and get me on screen there. How about that? Sorry about that without me on screen. It's a completely clean build, and so for me it's a little bit different, trying to figure out just trying to get back into the swing of things and make sure that everything looks right. No, you are not streaming. Corey says first. Damn it, Corey. for sure I am streaming, but about had a heart attack there. So I just got my new PC build all purchased. I'm still waiting on the CPU, which is which I bought from Google, La Googler, but not Google. What am I trying to say? eBay. But I'm gonna see if I can get that canceled so I can get it at a cheaper price on Amazon. Get it in as soon as possible because I feel poor. I feel poor now after doing an upgrade like that. What I upgraded was the hard drive to 500 gigabyte hard drive for my C drive. Of course, upgraded to Microsoft Office, and then not Microsoft Office, Microsoft Windows 10. I'm not going to use Microsoft Office here because you can just use it online. So I'm not going to spend the extra money. I feel poor already. So I got a new hard drive. I found out I had a old hard drive in here that I just forgot about. So I have 120 gigabytes worth of memory in SSD, which is great. So I have a little more memory than I thought, and I have a huge hard drive of like a what is it? The old school memory, HDD memory, 1 terabyte. So SSD. Yeah, let's see the parts list, Ricky. All right, well, let me just pull it up. I knew that's what we were going to get at. Let's see the parts list. HDD, yeah, hard drive disk. It's so slow. Hey, that's only for storage, man, at the very least. So I have 4 SSDs. The new one is Crucible MX500. I have a Samsung 850 in there, and the other one, I don't know what it is. So is that, let's see. Let's pull up my drives right now because I can't even keep my stuff organized. I will say that Windows 10 is a much faster. It's much faster. Let's see. So I have a scratch disk. This is the old one that the old thing was on. I don't know which this is. This is a Crucible, I think. Something. I'll have to check. I can't remember because I bought them so long ago. Anyway, how much RAM? 32 gigabytes of SSD RAM. Give me just a moment here to make sure I have everything that I need. So these are the parts that I'm going to buy next. I'm still waiting on getting seeing if I can cancel that part that I got on eBay, which is this Intel. It's about $40 more. So if I can get it here with Prime, I'm going to do that. And then the PNY NVIDIA GeForce GTX 1080. I know it's not 1080i, guys, but come on. It's like super expensive right now. So, I mean, I feel kind of like hustle just for getting this card, which is $578. Pricey. Give me just a moment and I'll get to the rest of the orders here. And we'll talk about those. If I can even remember my password. Sign in. That's not my password. That's not my password. You know, I hate it when this happens. A5B. Sorry about the wait, guys. Heck, I can just pull up the parts then. If I can't remember them off the top of my head. Let's go to eBay. I know I have them there. Okay, so let's look at these right now. So this is the motherboard, ASRock Z370 Killer LSI or SLI. I'm not going to use SLI. I gotta say, I hate these names, but this is probably the best price to performance ratio I could get. And then let's see if we can, one more time for good measure, see if I can log in here. Hashtag. Oh, I don't want to say my... But let me know about you guys. What do you guys have going on? I can't remember my password. Fail. Let's see here. Okay, well we'll just look for them up here. Up here. 27-inch monitors. Was it this one? I think it was. There we go. This is so I got 3 of these monitors. HP Pavilion 27-inch FHD IPS monitor. So it's the best price to performance I could find as far as a monitor goes, and that I was willing to spend. So, you know, let's do the old math here. Since I don't have my shopping cart anymore, which is sad. This is a huge calculator. Let's squash that down. All right, so 176.51 times 3, $529 right there. Like you can see, like the build is expensive, and it's not all with inside the PC, but you know, it's all together. If I had to put everything with the extra parts that I have here, it'd be like a $3,000 or more build, I think, because I have the old the graphics tablet here. I've got my speakers here. I got a new case. You know, all the things, and it kind of, you know, I don't like it, but it's an investment, right? This channel is starting to grow again, starting to kick off, probably because school's out, everyone's trying to look at what they can do or how they can educate themselves, and it's time for me to step up my game. So here we are. With that said, what questions do you guys have for me, whether it be about this build I have or anything really? Just send your questions my way, and I'd be happy to answer them. If we look in the, let's see here, let's switch this out. Okay, huh? This is actually on the different screen here. Look at that. I have my screens all messed up. Well, great. That's all right. We will make do. Let's see here. Hey Jana, what's going on? Hey Guarv, nice to see you guys. We were just talking about the parts I made, about the expensive purchase / investment I made on my new PC rig for editing and stuff. It's super not what I wanted to do, but at the same time, if I'm going to upgrade, I want to go all the way. I want to be more in this space, especially this summer. Cranking out videos, cranking out code. I've been a little bit uninspired here, and that's unfortunate. But I gotta say, the Windows 10 build actually has helped a lot. Like you can see, this is at 60 frames per second, and it's like at only 25% CPU. Granted, I'm running only 2 screens here, so if I was gonna do something more than that, it would wear on the CPU. But I'm getting a new CPU and a new GPU, so hurrah! What are you buying? We just went through that earlier. I'll go through a quick rundown for everyone that's here now. The Asus ROG Z370 Killer. I know it's a silly name, but that's what I could find best price to performance. So that's $140. I'm trying to get this canceled so I can buy it through Amazon Prime, which is about $40 less. It's the 8th gen 8700K CPU, so it's like the fastest one you can get on the consumer market. With monitors here we go. The HP Pavilion 27-inch FHD IPS monitor. These are 1080p with a, what was it? The refresh rate is 7 milliseconds, so not good for gaming, but they have some cool technology, and they're much bigger than the screens I have right now. They're 21 inches, and these are 27 inches, so I got to make some room here, like maybe over here, put this thing down here where it's supposed to go with the printer, and scoot these things out. I took off my scanner, which I never use, and I'm going to push out my PC there, and hopefully we'll have enough room for all 4 monitors. So that's something else I got. What else did I get? 32 gigabytes of ballistics RAM. We didn't even pull that up. Oh, let's see. It was Crucible or ballistics or whatever they would call it. It's from Crucible. Apologize about the wait. DDR4. Let's just do that. So as you can see, this is not a cheap thing. So here's this. This is the best one I could find. Best meaning best price while still upgrading. And so I got 2 sticks of this. So it's DDR4. It's not more RAM. It's just DDR4. So it will be compatible with the motherboard, which is unfortunate. And then the last thing, there's a few things actually. The MX500 SSD. So I have this now. This is actually what this computer is running on. Windows 10 upgrade, and then I installed all the parts. The hard part for me was installing the new operating system and getting all the programs up. I'm not too concerned about actually putting the pieces together, but yeah. And I have 4 hard drives. So let me pull those up. One's not on here because it's not connected. One 250 gigabyte, one and two 500 gigabyte hard drives, and then I have another one that I just totally forgot that I had in this build forever ago, and it's 120 gigabytes. That's going to probably be storage or something like that. This will be like scratch disks. For those of you who don't know, scratch disks are what's used by Adobe when you run out of RAM, or maybe for downloads or something like that. But I have a lot of room here, is what I'm trying to say. Not a lot, but I'd say compared to before, 232 plus 120, so there's 4, I can do math, 350 plus all this extra space we have here. I don't even have myself up here. All this extra space here, so about 500 more gigabytes worth of memory hanging out. So it's very fast compared to before, and that's just with the hard drive update. It's also because I don't have my hard drive, traditional disk hard drive up anymore. So good stuff for the channel, good stuff for me. Faster processing for video, and also for performance for PC builds, not PC builds, for software development and stuff, although I don't think I'll need it as much. But with graphic design and video editing and After Effects, yes. So I have a lot of those things coming. I have a new logo coming out because I work in a marketing department, so I know a graphic designer that made one for me. That's a huge plus. Well, there's all that about the PC build. We're here to talk about web development. To be honest, I have not done much this week. I did like maybe 1 or 2 days because I was working on making this build, making sure I have the parts that I can live with, deal with, and then like yesterday with the new hard drive, I needed it right away. I was super lazy, and I just waited till my hard drive got all the way filled up. And when I mean all the way filled up, I mean not like gigabytes left, I mean like megabytes left, which is a huge pain. I had to uninstall everything and just try to make everything fit. So I'm glad to have this. This is already a huge improvement. It's like, oh, why did I upgrade everything? But done deal. We've upgraded, and we're moving forward. It will be better, especially with the monitors. And I did need to get a new graphics card just because it's 1080p, and the slots in the back I only have like 2 HD slots, so I needed 4. Well, this PC, like the drawing tablet, takes one, and then I wanted to have some improved performance, So I mean, it's just like, yeah, just get it all done, because sometimes when I edit videos, it gets a little bit chunky. And even with this, when I want to do four monitors, it's a little bit hard on the CPU. Here, even at 60 frames per second, we're at 20%, which is great. But I can imagine if we have 4 screens at 1080, because I'll need that, and I think I can probably do video edits with this video format like I did before when I did the Versus series. I can do that again. Maybe we'll do a refresh of that series. It seems to be doing quite well on YouTube, and see what happens. But what about you guys? As always, want to know what's up with you. It says that the elapsed time is 1 hour and 15 minutes. I don't think that's true. But whatever, live stream. It looks like we've only been live for 15 minutes. Anyway, new things with the project. Dang, you know, I have to download it from GitHub. I totally forgot about that. I pushed my build to GitHub, so now it's basically setting everything up. Like I had to set git in here, or bash in Visual Studio Code, get all my preferences, all that stuff, and that's gonna be a pain. But it had to be done, and it's getting done. Just not my favorite way, because I'd rather be coding, to be honest. But you know, when you when your computer's telling you that you can't, like it is running out of memory and it's running janky, then you know what you're gonna do. Necessary evil. I'll be sure to do that today and get some. I want to get that data structure set up, because I did study it today. Oh, you know what? Let's talk about someone who reached out to me and gave me some free courses, and I'll just tell you a little bit about them. But don't look into them too much yet. Let me pull this up. This is Simply Learn. They reached out to me and gave me a few courses to check out. I'm still in the middle of them. They gave me 2, which is MongoDB and Advanced Content Marketing. So far, I am loving the content marketing course. They were going to give me a whole digital marketing course, but I had to tell them, like, hey, like, you can give that to me, but I'm probably not going to do it, because that's a lot of time, like that I have to invest, and I just don't have the time to do it. So that's the deal there. Let's see. Let's sign in. So many passwords. It's so hard to remember which ones it is. It's just so hard, you know, to remember how to log in here. Try one more time. There we go. I think we got it. Okay, so here we go. Let's go ahead and log in here. When you set a focus course, you get create a focus course. People who create focus courses are more likely to complete it. That's interesting. I haven't seen this yet, but they gave me this Advanced Content Marketing. I am loving this course, and I've just seen a little bit, but it's amazing. It really is like advanced content marketing, just things that are not talked about like in that structured of a way. Granted, I go to YouTube a lot, but it's still, I've done a lot of Skillshare and stuff. This is like a legit, like almost like college. I feel like college professional course. Not so much, you know, they have some animations and stuff to go with the slides that keep it interesting, but the speaker, the instructor is on point. I mean, it talks about getting executive level support, going past personas, all that stuff so far, and I'm just like barely in it. MongoDB, however, this one is, I don't know yet. It says I'm 36% of the way done. They definitely did they got someone to read it for them, like a presenter, and that's okay. And it's very like rapid fire. It tells you this is what this is so far. I'm only 36%, giving you a rapid fire introduction, which is fine. You know, I don't see that anything wrong with that, because you're gonna have to go back and study that, and they have projects too. Maybe we'll go ahead and look into these. Let me see. Let's go ahead and go over here. Here's the quiz for one. Let me shrink myself down a little bit here. Okay, here's the quiz for one of these. And you can see it's very much like Udacity's layout. Very much so. But the courses are different. Like MongoDB is older, and you can tell. This one is newer, and it has animations and stuff, and just great. Really, I mean, the guy is on point, and then they have projects which I haven't gotten to. So I'm checking this out, but it is a little pricey for sure. So, like I said, feel free to take a look, but I would recommend you wait until I have something for you. You know, like something to tell you. You get certificates, but as we all know, certificates are only part of the equation. What really matters is getting the projects and stuff, and they have projects here. So if we take a look here, self-paced learning is $500. This is for the course, the digital marketing course, and you get a lot of stuff here. There's an exam, but again, hold off. Let's wait unless you've already done this or you have experience with this. Let me know. Popular courses. Let's see. The master's program, digital marketing specialist, is $1,499. So, you know, they gave me that. I can't go through the entire thing. I might, though, just going through this advanced content marketing and then maybe go into this if they'll allow me to, and then give you my full opinion. But it's a lot of work. So, hey, Abshik, what's going on? Sheldon, nice to see you. We were talking about PC builds, and now we're just talking about this company that reached out to me. Waiting for some Q&A, though, and I haven't heard anyone yet with Q&A. So if you have questions, now is the time to talk. I was talking about how I set all this up. I have a new build. So if we look down, ooh, Windows 10, you can probably tell just by this. I used to have Windows 7 because I was lazy, but definitely upgraded, and then we're upgrading the rest of the stuffs. So it's a complete PC build. Do you guys think that I know this isn't exactly like a tech channel, like within like the gaming community, 4K surround sound gaming. Oh, don't kill me in the comments. But do you guys think that going through a video with my new developer creator setup would be helpful? Let me know. I think it would be, but I don't know. That might be too much of a departure from this channel. I did one about my YouTube gear and stuff that I used for that, and it didn't seem to go over that well last year. So just let me know. I do have to set up everything. That's an annoying thing when you do like a clean install. You have to do things like I have to set my preferences here. I have to set up git bash with this again, and that's a bummer. But we'll get through it, and overall it's better. It's just something that needed to happen. I'm already up and running with OBS and my microphone here, so not a big deal. Janet, how's your channel going, by the way? Let me know. How many we got? We got a lot viewing. Not too many comments though. Just talking into the void here. So, are any of you guys new that are watching? Let me know, because let me pull that up. Let me pull up my analytics here. Let's actually go to what's it called? Sorry about that. Let's go to Social Blade. For those of you who don't know, Social Blade is like a Social Bold. Social Blade is a site where you can see your analytics or other people's analytics. So if I type in Ricky Garcia into Social Blade, boom, I'm right below these two singer kids, and here we go. So if we go here, we can see this is my most recent video. Here's some stats. But I've been growing the last few days. 20 subs, 30 subs, 17 subs. So I'd like to know. I'd like to hear from you guys if you're here. So Salt and Tech, nice to see you back. Jana says just upload another video today. Definitely check out Jana's channel for show. She does web development, web design. So she's on the rise. I would check it out. I either didn't post enough or my content is too inconsistent because I haven't even hit 100 subs. Jana, that's the hardest one. Okay, getting 100 subs on YouTube is the hardest part. You have to have like some breakout content or be consistent. I was lucky where I got breakout content just because no one was doing reviews on those platforms, even if they weren't my best. And they're still some of my best performing videos. Actually, the best ones are now the Versus series that I've done. So once you get some, once you get some traction, and I feel the same way too. Like, let's take a look. Take a look at how many videos I have. It's about quality and quantity. Let's see. I have 170 uploads. So there's that. Take a look at your analytics, but don't get too into them. Dylan, aka Coding Tutorial 360. Look at him. He's got 42,000 subscribers. When I was watching him, he was like underneath 20,000 subscribers. I'm like, whoa, what the heck? I don't get that many. It's like getting a bank account and accumulating interest. It takes a long time, and when you get the ball rolling, oh man, it starts to roll. I'm not quite there, but I'm getting there, and it comes in cycles, right? I'm not always getting this many views. Sometimes it's been way low, only 2, or maybe I've even lost a subscriber, like within the last 3 months. Oh, what the heck? I lost a subscriber. So don't get discouraged. You do have to tough it out for a while. Janice says, I started with web development topics. When I started posting design content, people stopped watching subbing. There you go. Or maybe some way to put them together. But also think of it as some way to establish yourself as an expert. Think of the long run game. And that goes for anyone that's looking to go into web development, especially if you're self-taught. You really have to think about the long run game and how you can make yourself an expert if you don't have a piece of paper. I have a front-end nano degree certificate that does some things, but it's mostly my channel, my projects, my work experience that matter. But how did I do it before I got work experience? Personal branding and projects, putting the two together. And that's what really motivated me to do this, is to become a expert in the field, as well as help you guys out, of course. I want to help anyone out that needs help, because I definitely could have used it. So Jana says, I'm not too worried about it. Lol. I have a new channel coming soon, not web development related. Well, if you can do both, do both. I try to focus all my eggs into one, but it does have to be kind of related, but not all the time. Self-education and web development are good complements, right? Personal branding and marketing are also good complements for the self-educated developer. So I ain't too worried about it either, but there are some times where my videos don't get a lot of views, like say my live streams recently, not a lot of views, but they can just kick off sometimes. My Pluralsight versus Udemy just took off this last week, and seeing 3 times the amount of traffic a day than it usually does, 3 or 4 times. So you're also making content down the road. These series, which was unfortunate because I do like App Academy, I want to do a good job. They haven't kicked off too much, but maybe they will down the road, and they'll be able to show up and get their money's worth. So web development, we were kind of on the same. What were we on? We were on personal development, talking about the PC. What do you guys want to talk about? That's why we're here. I guess I could code something up, but you guys got to let me know. If you have algorithms, interview questions, project questions, what I'm doing, because sometimes I hear people like, oh, you ain't real, you ain't doing it, and I feel that way sometimes. So yeah, I'm down to answer any of those questions, even if they're negative. Corey says Pluralsight just did an IPO, initial public offering. I did see that all over LinkedIn. Definitely saw that. That may explain the increase. You know what? Corey, you might be on to something. Holy I can't swear on here because they'll demonetize me. Let's see. Let's take a look. Let's see the last videos viewed in the last little while. Pluralsight versus Udemy. I mean, it's insane how much that has spiked, right? And then Pluralsight, which one is for you? Skillshare, Udemy. It's just this one. I mean, it got to be triggered by something because my Pluralsight one is way down here, you know. So it's got 56 views, and Udacity 150. So, you know, Skillshare has been killing it. So I've got to get some more of those out. Maybe do a Simply Learn one. Maybe I'll probably do one, but it's different. You know, it's a different price range for sure than a $30 Udemy course or you know, a $30 monthly subscription to Pluralsight. So I'll have to let you know on that front how it goes. I do like the fact that they have projects, but I haven't actually gotten into them to give them a fair assessment. So David says, how about how your experience went when negotiating for your salary? I don't know. That's a good question, and that's a fair question to ask, but I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that just in case, you know, people at work. I work with these people, and I don't want to ruffle any feathers or anything like that. If you know, talking about salary, if you know what I mean. So, but that is a fair question. Thanks for asking, David. Maybe down the road we can do that for show. What about other YouTubers that you guys like? I need to take a look. I know there's Aaron and Beta. My favorite ones are Dylan Israel. That's my number one. Diversity Media, number two, just because I don't watch his content on a regular basis. It's not like that kind of vlog or that tune in daily kind of thing. Dev Tips, but I don't watch them all the time. So those are a few. But if you have any suggestions for me, let me know. Yeah, maybe it does have to do something with that initial IPO, Corey. That was a good catch. Corey with the good stuff going on. He's got the good portfolio going on now. He's got the good ideas. Yeah. David says, Corey says Traverse Media is his favorite. David says, you don't have to provide a number, just how you validated your asking price. Oh, well, I can tell you that right now that you put it like that. Sheldon likes Coding Phase. I haven't watched Coding Phase as much as I should. With salary, you know, you have to say, I have done these things, and I have made, especially if you have business experience, like with real-world businesses, even if it was a free project, you can always say, I did this, and these are the results that happened. Especially if you have the data and you're able to share that, awesome. If you can't, have a reference or something. Not only can I do this, I have done this, and I've proven my results. Therefore, I'm worth this much. That's something. Or I have the experience. I've proven that I have the experience. I can ask that much with projects or with the vlogs or blogs. Like, all those things count. You know, certifications count. Projects count the most. Work experience counts the most, in my opinion. Projects count the second most, and they kind of go hand in hand, especially if you have like front-facing, customer-facing work projects. Personal projects, I think, would count, work projects, certifications, like work, professional projects, you know, ones that are in the business space, certifications, personal fun projects. I'm trying to think here. Blogging. Let me put it this way. Trying to rate these. Work, professional projects, vlogging/blogging, certifications, personal projects, and then certifications. Like, those are the 5 that I would do in that order. Again, work experience, if you have it. If you don't, then you go down to the next one. Professional projects. Like, I made this for a company. Even if it's free, if it's in the market space and they're using it, there you go. Third, blogging, vlogging, that personal branding is third. Fourth, personal projects. Personal projects shows that you can actually use the stuff. And fifth, certifications, in that order. And that's how I validated my stuff. I blocked Hitesh Chowdhury. I can't stand his accent. Sorry, I haven't even seen him. Corey McCoy. Swag matters the most. Swag, yeah. How you conduct yourself. Soft skills, of course. You got to be confident when you ask for this stuff. So definitely that is a good point as well. As far as like technical skills, that's what I'd use. Then yeah, absolutely work on your soft skills. Pluralsight has a ton of courses on soft skills. We can actually pull those up. I know I do this all the time, but I don't think you guys don't like seeing resources. But if you do, you know, there's always that one guy. Like I did a video, and one of the Versus series is like, I was super tired, but I need to get these out. And it was like comparing 3 different platforms. And I had a comment like, you need to get your stuff together. Like, I can't understand anything. Like, you suck. So, definitely try not to do that. The more well put together you are, the better impression people will have of you. I can't log in. I can't log into anything. I can't remember any of my passwords. So what I'm doing right now is just getting my password to log into Pluralsight, resetting it. You know, it's live. You gotta do it live. Let me see here. All right. Corey says, "Oh, Janice says fun function. I used to like fun function. I don't know why. I just kind of like catch things here and there. It's not that he's bad or anything like that. I don't know. Maybe it's like it's I don't know. I just don't watch him as much, which is strange, you know." I see some comments coming in. I'm just logging in here, so my apologies. All right, here we go. Let's see. Let me shrink myself down a bit here. Let's see. Janet said, Corey says, you really don't have to be able to do the job. You just need to act like you can do the job. You know what? Corey does have a point, but that will get you in, right? You got to prove yourself, especially if there's like technical skills or technical interviews. You have to at least get that far. And then it's like sink or swim, right? And you have to, you know, doggy paddle until you are able to do the breaststroke no problem and go and stay afloat. Jana says, gotta get LastPass or another password manager. Yeah, right. I do. I mean, I just installed this thing. There, you know, I just installed that. I got to him when I got stuck in a JS course, as far as fun function goes. We're talking about, what were we talking about? Paths, communications for technologists, right there. Boom. You got all these different things that you can do. Become a better listener, especially with a lot of us in the IT industry. We're not used to talking to humans as much. There you go. Being a better communicator. I should probably do this one. I haven't done it yet. There's only so much time, right? I got to get these projects done. I got to get this build done. When am I going to get that done? Probably when I do dishes or something. I can put it on my iPad, which I haven't done in a while, and just listen to it. And then all these other things like fundamentals of written proposals. I did that a while back. Technical writing. How to run effective meetings is a good one. So definitely check this out. The art of public speaking. Dang, there's a lot here that I should do, but I just haven't gotten to. There's just so many courses, you know. Like I'm sure this is like 50 hours worth of courses. Oh no, only 17 hours. Guar says, I'm making a skill set by making project from learning by video course and self-paced PR. That's how I do it, man. That's how I do it. Mostly video courses, blogs, Stack Overflow. I don't do books as much anymore with the newer stuff like React and stuff. But I will do like those classic things like Clean Code, Code Complete, even some of the older JS stuff. But I try to stay away from that because we're moving to ES6. the complete software developer's guide, those things, and then just general things like the audiobook I'm listening to now is what is it? 7 effective habits of people. Let me pull it up here. The 7 habits of highly effective people. So, that will help you a ton. And there's a lot of books outside of software development that will help you progress and ask for those prices that you want as far as your salary. Good question. That kept us going for a while. Thanks, David. Anyone else have questions so far? Anyone trying to move into the space now, or are you guys just passionate about it? Are you currently a developer? It seems like this channel, most of you guys are kind of like in the in-between phase, like where I was before. And that's kind of like the information I share, because that's what I know the most of. Trying to decide if you're going to make the jump from one career to a developer. But, I don't really know just from the analytics that YouTube gives me. We've been going strong for about 41 minutes. These live streams take, we keep them going strong for about an hour. But after that, I got to get all this stuff done. Got to do the rest of the stuff today. So maybe I will cut it short if we don't have any other questions. Oh, and of course, got to hustle. If you liked this, if you like this stuff, some of these helps a ton. Helps kick off the algorithm, let people know that, hey, this was worth watching. Of course, comment or share it with someone if you think they could use this information. More stuff coming, of course. We've got to get this React portfolio done. Ugh. But we got to build this PC. There's just so many things. But I will say this. Like I said, the hardest part for me is done. Which was migrating over to Windows 10 and setting up all my projects. Just setting that up was the hardest part for me. And it's done. We have a new install. And now I'll just have to hook up some monitors, slap in graphics card, just slap in all the parts and tighten them up to my new case, which is a very quiet case. It's from Be Quiet, so this fan, you won't hear it and stuff. Guarv says, I'm worried before taking any real project to a client. Is that normal? Super, super normal. I don't blame you, man. I do not blame you. If it was my first client, I would try to do like a small, like low-key client, like a mom and pop shop. And if I was that nervous, I would do it for free. That way, or just for whatever they need, like hosting for websites or anything like that. That way, there's no hard feelings. They didn't actually lose anything. You gained experience. That's what I would do if you could do it. So, it is normal. But if you feel like, yeah, I can do this or anything like that, then charge. But maybe do something like, hey, this is going to be my first project. You might not have to say that, but just say, give them a discount or something if you feel bad. But I don't know. It's kind of hard. For me, it's all about, yeah, you don't want to shortchange yourself, but you want to keep your integrity. That's the most important thing for me, personally, is keeping my integrity. So what matters to you, Well, I think we're going to call it quits here today. My pleasure, Guarv. I have a few more things to do. Got a lot of things. Do the old exercise. Do the old clean the house. It's the weekend. I'm still human. I don't get a code all day. But after that's done, sit down, get this PC all up and running, and get on that React portfolio. I've been dying to do it. We're going today, tomorrow, and edit the video for you. And we'll put those components together, have props, and maybe do some calls to a database or a file. We'll see. We don't know yet. All right, guys. Well, thanks for coming. Have a good day, and I will talk to you soon.